What's this? It's Lemonade, right? No, it's a dupe. 1/6 of the price. But it works. Not like perfectly, but enough. Enough that my lips are always soft and I'm never breaking up cracked and dry, and I'm not rethinking my purchase at 2 a.m. And that's where I am at with everything else in my life. I used to think that I had the real thing, the right thing. The girl who grows up at 6 a.m., who washes and never misses a lemon water journey through the golden light. But inside, I was literally cracking. Because here's the lie that we've been sold, that we have to earn softness. That if we don't do it perfectly, we do not deserve peace. You know what I needed? I needed a dupe. I needed a version of that girl that did not cost me my sanity or my sleep or my savings. And this little jar, this is a reminder that done is better than perfect. That moisturized lips on a tired face stay tanned. No, it's not Laneige, but I am still moisturized. I am still here and I'm still trying. And no, my dear, you do not need a better routine. You just need relief. Something your nervous system can relax in. And something that your wallet does not panic over. Because, my love, so much of the self-care stuff is just pressure in prepared packaging. And pressure is still pressure even if it smells like eucalyptus. Sit with that for a moment. And let's be honest with ourselves. Most of us are not exhausted because we're lazy. We're exhausted because we've been performing peace and productivity and routines we don't even believe in, and that glow up that crashes our energy at 3 p.m. That's not growth. That's survival cosplay. And it's freaking exhausting. So my love, let's sit down and think. Which part of your and my routine is there to soothe us? And which part is just there because we're afraid to not be that hot girl? Because your nervous system is not gonna care how aesthetic your routine is. It cares how safe you feel inside it. Because safety is not just a vibe or a feeling. It's a whole set of biological molecules. When your body or your nervous system is in survival mode, it's going to shift your blood flow away from healing and rest and digestion. And your skin is going to get less oxygen. And no freaking amount of expensive skincare is going to override your burnt out nervous system. I know that got nerdy for a minute, so you can go back and slow it down and watch again if you want. So my girlie, if you're journaling and still panicking, if you're meal prepping but binging later anyway, if you're meditating but your chest feels tighter, it's not because you're broken. It's because the system was not built for your body. And maybe, just maybe, the reason you're clinging to these routines that drain you is because nobody ever taught you how to feel worthy without them. If that line stung, there's a video I created about rebuilding your self-esteem, but I'm not asking you to watch it right now. Stay here, okay? But just know that it's there whenever you feel ready. But for now, breathe. Breathe. Because you don't have to earn softness or peace. You deserve it anyways. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that any of those routines are wrong. I'm just saying that they were not custom made for your hormones, for your budget, for your work shifts, for your faith, for your timeline, for even your age. You're trying to force your foot into someone else's shoe. Of course it's gonna hurt, babe. So let's switch it up. Let's start with being okay. Okay with the dew, okay with the DIY face mask, the 5-minute walk, the 20-minute nap, and the $2 moisturizer that helps you feel like a human again. Let's be okay with the version of you and I who's doing the best she can, not what looks impressive. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. You need to wake up and not dread your day. You don't need to drink green juice. You need to drink water before you forget again. You don't need to ice roll your face while saying mantras. You need to look in the mirror and not flinch. So let's start there. Start with the do. I'm not asking you to abandon routines or structures. I'm asking you to abandon the ones that aren't built for you. To build something that feels like home to your body. Something that holds you when you're tired and reminds you that you can be soft and slow and still be worthy. Love, we don't have to be Lanesh. We can be any random dude and still be useful, still be loved. Let's stop performing and let's just be.